Hello YouTube, it's Lane here with Hobbies Man once again, and today we're going to be doing another manga review. Today we're going to be looking at Dragon Ball, specifically the Commander Red arc, which is chapters 84 through 96. It's 12 chapters, and it's actually great and very good, thank God, because the General Blue part of the story really left me with a bad taste in my mouth by the end of it. So, yeah, I'm not going to go over the book facts because it's not important. The rating is 5 out of 5. This was a wonderful little arc. I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, the premise here is that the search continues. Goku is alone again, and he must face his toughest opponents yet, which are a bunch of leaders of the Red Ribbon Army. So, yeah, the plot line here is that Goku follows the Dragon Radar to Karin Tower, or Karin Post, I guess. I don't know what to call it. Like, it's a little temple that just has a giant totem pole that goes all the way up to the stratosphere. And there he helps beat Captain Yellow and helps Upa and Bora out after their confrontation with Captain Yellow. Then Commander Red decides that it's time to up the ante and hires Tao the Mercenary, whose name I think is Tao Pai Pai, which is a funny name. I quite like it. And he actually has Tao demonstrate his abilities by fighting General Blue, since in the Red Ribbon Army, failure is met with death, very similar to Darth Vader. And the way he just kills every Imperial officer that does what's called bad things or doesn't work the way that he wants them to. Although I think Dragon Ball, at this point, might have been concurrent with the release of Star Wars. I don't know, actually. I don't remember when Star Wars came out. 87 feels like the right time. But I don't know if that's true. And it might have been near the same time, and some of the Commander Red's what's called tendencies might have been based on that, but I don't think so, because everyone in the Red Ribbon Army knew that this was the case, or that people died if they didn't succeed way before, way earlier in the series. So I don't know. I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter. The point is that it's similar to how Darth Vader just kills any Imperial officer that doesn't do his job right. So, yeah. And so Tao the Mercenary decides to show off and only use the tip of his tongue to fight General Blue, and actually decimates him completely. He pierces his temple and insta-kills him, and it's really cool. I really like that little battle, and it was pretty awesome. He eventually moves on to go kill Goku, and he actually kills Bora in this confrontation in battle, but he actually is not able to kill Goku because his Dodon Ray doesn't manage to pierce Goku's body, because the Dragon Ball managed to block the key shot from piercing Goku's skin. I'm not actually sure if Goku would even die from it, because I mean, he's bullet resistant, and I think he's taking a Kamehameha straight to the face. So if he can survive the Kamehameha wave, I'm not sure that he would die from a Dodon Ray. I'm not really I'm not sure about this power scaling there, but he doesn't die, although he does get knocked out. Tao leaves knowing that he has done his job, and he goes into town to buy some new clothes because Goku managed to destroy them with a Kamehameha. So yeah, Goku wakes up, promises Upa that he's going to revive his father, because what else can you do, or what else is he going to do with the wish that he can get granted using the Dragon Balls? And so he promises this and goes up Karin Tower to train with Master Karin, or the kitty cat guy that lives up there. And it turns out that he trained Roshi as well, and it's pretty cool. He comes back 3 days later and has a new battle, a second battle with Tao, and he manages to win this time. And he actually kills Tao by accident, I think, because of an explosion. And this actually becomes kind of like a gag that happens quite a few times in this part of the story here. A lot of people actually die in Dragon Ball. It's kind of ridiculous for a martial arts series where you're just play fighting most of the time. It's kind of serious how many people die, and I had forgotten that. So Yeah, he wins and he heads over to Red Ribbon Army headquarters, and we actually get to learn why Commander Red wants the army to collect the Dragon Balls. It's actually because he wants to be tall, because he's a midget for some reason, and it's actually a very frivolous reason, and it's so frivolous in fact that adjutant or officer, what's it called, like lead officer Black, who's actually the only black guy in the Red Ribbon Army, which is, I don't know, it's kind of messed up that his name is literally his skin color, and he's the only guy with this skin color in this army. But he decides that, Commander Red doesn't deserve to lead the army, so he just shoots him in the face. So yay, I think. And then has his battle with Goku in a mech suit, and it's actually pretty good. It also ends up with him dying in an explosion, which like I said is kind of a running gag here. And actually it ends up with the old crew, everyone involved in the story so far that's friends with Goku, arriving at the base trying to help Goku, but actually Goku has already managed to win at this point, so them being there is basically useless, as it usually is anyways, and it's just mostly for fun. In terms of characters, we have Upa and Bora, who actually end up being pretty important characters in the next saga, or in this saga and the next. And it's also very good because it finally gives a reason for Goku to finish collecting the Dragon Balls. And I quite like them as characters. They're very nice. They have a good design, and I quite like the father-son dynamic that they have going on. Tao is a badass. He's a really cool character, but he died, so we're never going to see him again. Although I guess, the Dragon Balls could revive him at some point for some stupid reason. We meet Colonel Violet. We finally understand Commander Red's situation, and we see him die. And of course, we also meet and rid ourselves of Officer Black. In terms of world building, we actually get introduced to sensu beans. The idea that the Dragon Balls can resurrect people is introduced and actually shown to probably work. We get Korin Tower, which is where you get the sensu beans, and we get introduced to the old-timer god types, which are going to become relevant later on, because basically every important character that's not a fighter is one of these old-timer god characters, right? So, we also understand the Red Ribbon Army's motivations and see that it is in shambles and basically disbanded until the latest Dragon Ball Super movie. So, yeah, in terms of the artwork, it's wonderful. I haven't really noticed anything meaningful in terms of changes in the art style yet, so there really isn't much to say, and this segment of the story does not have any fan service whatsoever. The ratings-wise is a 5 out of 5. It's so good and so structurally tight and very, very refreshing after the kind of more meandering style of the previous parts of the story, and that whole, business of 4 chapters where we spent time at Penguin Village that I hated with a passion. So, yeah, there's really not much else to say about Dragon Ball. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And thank you guys very much for watching. See you guys later.